Hope you all had a good 4th of July weekend. Of course, we're back with 2K25. We are headed into True Sim again this week. This time it's the Scottish Open. They're spelling it with a C. You know, don't wanna have to worry about conflicting with the true Scottish Open. But they're gonna be sending us to the old course at St. Andrews this week. So traditionally a course used for the Open, but this is a video game, so we can use it whenever we want. My guess would be that we're gonna play a recreation of Royal Portrush next week. Whether that's the official course or not, I do not know. But yeah, we're playing the old course this week. I think I've only maybe played it one time in this game, at most. So we'll see how it goes. By default, it's a very bouncy course, so I'm sure that's going to end up being something that we have to be very mindful of. I don't want to just like write it off as troublesome, but it's definitely going to be something that we've got to keep in mind. Okay, so we're just like not doing weekly stuff. Got it. Societies, we'd have to play Deer Run. That's not happening. And we've got another month to reach level 100, which I think we should be able to do no problem. Some of this stuff we just... I don't know, it's funny. We have all these quests, but I just don't feel inspired to do it because it's like stuff to get clubs and whatnot, and I just... Okay, I think they changed this. This used to be 18 holes, right? Now it's 9 holes with a score of 32, so it's actually achievable. I guess we'll do this one intentionally when we get the super flop one naturally, I suppose. I mean, again, it's VC and it's Evo tools, but I don't know. We have so much, it doesn't really matter. Anywho, let's do some challenges to get the thumb warmed up. Maybe we'll start with some real basic, you know, do a couple putts, and then we'll get into some of the fuller swings because we do need to finish. We do need to finish the training montage, which I believe is just putting at this point. What's going on, map? Welcome back for 37 months. The full 3 years have been completed. Hope you continue to enjoy your faces. Hope you had a good weekend, sir. JB, welcome back. Spaghetti VR, what's going on? This is PGA Tour 2K25. So this is the newest golf game out of the 2K system. Came out end of February. Yo, what up, guy? 30 streams in a row. This guy. Look at this guy. Also, I did see that they updated the first look demo. So now you actually can play St. Andrews. I would imagine, I guess the last time they had updated it was to Quail Hollow. I was surprised that they didn't update it for the US Open, but maybe they were being kind of particular about that. I'm not entirely certain. All right, I know we just have to get in the circle, but they do want us to make 2 of these putts, so I'm gonna try and read this, you know, try and get the eyes dialed in. Oh man, it's the downhill that gets you. It's the downhill that gets you. All right, let's just try out here. We'll see what we get out of it. I know we made the first one, but I overhit the first one, so I know I underread it. That one should be a little bit better. That's what we're talking about. All right. Well, now we just have to get it within 10 feet, so this is kind of the... Now I'm not even trying to read it, just throw it out there. Alright, some of the putting ones are easy enough. I still don't quite know with the downhill adjustments. I'm kind of guesstimating some things, but I feel like when it gets to be at a certain break, I need to like change my angles a little bit, so to speak. Alright, we'll do this one to get the rewards, and then we'll start taking some full swings, because I don't need to do anything too crazy. I don't need to just like grind out all of the putting ones. The putting ones will like chip away at a little bit each day. Alright, what do they want from us? Make 2 putts, land within 10 and 5 out of 15. Okay, got it. Got it. And then, since we need to try and come in the side, add more. Let's just see what this does. Oh wow, we're still... actually not as low as I thought. Hey, what's going on, Grace? How are you doing? You gotta have the pace. I'm assuming we're gonna get 5 putts from this, and then we're gonna get another 2 putts. All right. Yeah, that's a tough. It's a tough power. It is very much so a tough power to get right. Your brother does golf? Are you? Is he any good? That's the real question. I'm not any good. I'm not asking as if I'm a good golf player. Absolutely not the case. %64% again. Yeah, we're like right around the mark that we need to be, and honestly, really good line. 63% again, though, is not gonna cut it. Hey, what up, Roy? This is PGA Tour 2K25. Okay, there's at least the right power. The right power is actually still too far. Still too far to the right, and then not enough pace there. Wait, change the location of the wind indicator? There's not, JB. There's not. It's kind of just one of the problems that we have to deal with. You put up the putting and approach cam, and you're trying to line up like a long pitch or something, and you can't. It's tough. Hey, what's going on, Utah? I need to go and work on my short game. Unfortunately, I have a driving range next, like right near my house, which is great. Except the problem is there's no way to practice my short game there. Just really inconvenient. They basically just have a slab of like rock hard AstroTurf to practice putting on, and it's terrible. You subbed, I appreciate that, Grace. Have a good one. I will catch you later. You pick my brain, Casey? Of course. How we doing, sir? Welcome back. Trying to make 2 of these is gonna be quite the problem, it seems. Oh, of course we make the last one. Of course we make the last one. Alright. Gotta run this back to make 2 of them. Send him an email, sure to fall on deaf ear. Yeah, the only way would be to probably hide the wind from the HUD, right? Hey, get in there, Grace. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, it's definitely always different from the range. Fortunately, the range near my house is grass, so that at least makes things a little bit better. Hey, good evening, John. Welcome back. Hope the weekend was well. Okay, that felt good. At least input-wise. I mean, I don't know if the putt read is right. Oh, it is. That's probably short. Yeah. Okay. Oh. That's gonna be short too. Oh man, so the one that I made was a % extra power. Got it. Well, we got quads. But I have a feeling I may have left it too far to the right. See how close we get. 25 does have course creation, Utah. Yeah, that's kind of the staple of the 2K franchise. Just having the course creator. Just allows for so many good courses to be made. Which for me is a big part of the longevity of the series. Because to be honest, if I had to just play the same couple of courses over and over and over again, I would definitely get burnt on it. There we go. Oh man. Something happened. One of your computers started to lag. You have 3 cameras, your MacBook cam inside the computer, and 2 cameras attached via USB. Also have your mic and decks plugged in via USB. May have a USB bandwidth issue. Setup worked for a while and then all of a sudden have a USB bandwidth issue. Do you think the order you plug it in matters? I don't know if it's the sequence that it gets plugged in. But I also don't know, can't guarantee that the order and priority is the same every time. That is interesting. I know I'm being inefficient with the player XP, but I really just can't be bothered to back out and change characters to claim it with. People buy Madden every year? Right, but it's a little bit different in that, like, when you're playing most other sports games, right, you are competing against somebody else or against the computer, and there's so many variables. And yes, there's only so many stadiums, but I feel like just repeatedly playing the same golf course over and over again is a different thing. At least in my eyes. Well, I don't know about resetting your scenes, Casey, but maybe try going like 1 camera at a time. You can also go in and have it set that like your stuff deactivates when not showing. And so then you can like toggle, because apparently whatever I did there messed it up. Great. Reset the... Touching my webcam, reset the gain. Sounds like ranked tours and ranked matchmaking season 1. Yeah, there were definitely some things like that. For sure. Oh man, this we were getting so frustrated with. Because we were getting so close. We were getting so close and we were just skipping onto the other side. But I think we can get it. I just gotta keep my head down. Keep trying the shot. Okay, so 89's not it. '95's too long. The crowd would actually boo Tiger. You know, I don't know that. What's interesting is that the hole-in-one challenge had no crowd, but they gave Tiger a crowd, which, I mean, I guess fair enough. Yeah, we're a nobody, he wasn't. I'm trying to bounce this up. I'm like trying to figure out what the input that we need is, but it's so hard for me to hit the transition. The trade-off though is that if we up the amount of power to 100 and then try and shape it back, we're in a really bad spot too, so. You're still making changes to your course map? The design process never ends? So the release is actually, is it early access then? Are we in beta? What are we classifying as? That's too long, because 93%. The only way we get lucky with that is if we hit the pin. %, again, so I'm holding on just a hair too long. Just feels like my rhythm has to end up being sacrificed in order to try and hit a better... hit a better transition, which I'm 1% under. Backspin English doesn't really work in this game, does it, Eric? So it works in very particular situations. You basically have to have stuff that generates a lot of spin, and there are a couple of ways that you can do that. Loft, so your left stick, is more influential on spin than right stick is, even though both make the adjustment to distance happen. Loft is more powerful. Lower lofted club is obviously important. Green speed is a factor. Green firmness is a factor, right? So softer greens and I think faster greens will get more action. More headwind will also put more action on it if you have it upslope. But it's definitely not something that you can just like throw on every shot. That's for certain. Yeah, what up, Santino? Make it happen? We're trying. We're trying so hard. I was freaking dancing around the whole... I think it was on Wednesday we were trying this. And that's 91 perfects across the board. And that's pretty much what our life was like. Back to back, except this time I put a little bit of loft on it, so please do the trick. There it is. Finally. That one was frustrating. Because on Wednesday, I think we landed probably 5 shots, give or take, like an inch outside of that circle. You released for the contest deadline, but the version you published at TGC will be later. Okay. That makes sense. Hey, what's going on, Kyle? Okay, so we're done with that. Let's check out the next Tiger Challenge. We gotta land on the green 6 times with a punch shot. Are we gonna be able to flip the bias on the punch shot? That's the real question. Challenges are great warm-ups. Yeah, it really is, Eric. It really is. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I mean, we'll probably go back to playing some career stuff once we're done with all of them, because we do have some things to unlock in career mode. Okay, so I have to go up clubs to the punch shots. Okay, I can flip it, just barely, which is good. I need to land on the green, though. We'll science this out. We'll start with the 9-iron punch. That was push closed. But let's go up to 8-iron and let's start here. Okay, also a push shot. There we go. All right, so that's perfect. The slow has a backstop. We're gonna get stuck there. Okay, so we're gonna go back to that 9. Not getting it this time. This is more just like feeling out what this shot is gonna look like. Seems like when I get it clipped just a touch to the right, we actually end up hitting tree. If we close it, we don't end up hitting tree. Okay, so this is a hold on. 9-iron is 130. What is a choke? Is this too far, or forgot that a choked punch is even. This will be for science to see if choked punch even counts as regular punch. It does not. Ooh. Okay. Player design courses? We play player design courses pretty frequently. This week just happens to be St. Andrews on TrueSim. But the plat course this week is a user design course. We play quite a few. I mean, sometimes I'll warm up on a user design course as well. Right now we've just been doing challenges and such, but user design courses are probably the majority of what we play. And we gotta be so precise on these choke shots. D-Brad with over 9,000 channel points. Burned at once. Legendary. Okay. I am getting way too inside on that swing. Way too inside. I almost have How am I still pushing that? I don't understand. I don't understand how I'm still pushing that shot. Played Road to the Masters, Travis? I have. I'm not a huge fan of it, man. Not a huge fan of it, to be honest. There's just too much randomness baked into the game. It's not... That, to me, is not my cup of tea. This swing has to be more vertical than my normal one, right? Tiger's like flipped swing must be. Problem is I just have to hit so many of them. Plus 5% because I slammed the stick down. That's gonna be great. Oh no! Oh, you know what? It probably doesn't play as a full 5%. I might actually lose distance on that. Tried doing True Sim yesterday right after Plat. Turns out not a good idea. Backed out before you would have regretted it. So you're just gonna take the not played this week then? Yeah, the punch shot must lose power or must lose distance with the over rhythm. All right, gotta clutch out 3 in a row here if we want to mark this challenge as completed. Otherwise, we're gonna have to give it another attempt. That may have gotten through clean enough. Come on, release. There we go. Nice. Hey, Mr. Mojo, welcome back. Kick right. Settle. Settle. Sit. Clutch time. Clutch time! Playing Road to the Masters, just feel like there's not as much to do, and you've been watching me play this. Feel like the online player is just much better. Well, the other thing to consider, Travis, is that that's a game that's been out for, what, 2 years now, and has been pretty well abandoned. So, yeah, the amount of players and everything is gonna be pretty low at this point. Zoom tomorrow later? In a decent spot, just felt things would have been much worse. Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you were saying, like, things were unraveling in the first round, and it was just not worth it to play this week. But yeah, Travis, if you are interested, I'm not. I hope nobody ever thinks that I'm affiliated with this game. I play games because I enjoy them. There is a free demo. So they have the, what's it called? PGA Tour 2K25 First Look. I think they just updated it to St. Andrews. So if anybody wants to try the game without spending money, there is an option to do so. Yeah, I've got my brain all mixed up here. Because that last one was too vertical. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Couldn't hit your points at all. Well, I'm trying to get warmed up here, and the punch shot reverse swing tiger challenge stuff is definitely not helping me out. Around with a score of 6 under or better. Oh, it's 3 hole. Oh, geez. Okay, I didn't. We're not getting this first try unless we hit an albatross. That's okay though. This is like we're dialing the swing in, so I'll take a warm up set. I'll take a warm up set here. Need to figure out where my points feel like they're at today. Oh, I underswung that by... I didn't see what my rhythm was though, but I underswung that pretty handily. Trying to find where the swing points are. Five wood's gonna be deep, 3 iron's gonna be short, and 5 wood. Is this too spicy? Oh boy. I know this is like a sweeping draw, which I don't love because this is definitely tough as a fade. Would be much, much better. Too fur? Oh no, it's not. I mean, that's okay because we needed to do -6 and we birdied the first. This might be a tough one. This might be a tough one. Having to eagle all 3 holes? I wasn't prepared for that. I mean, I understand the Tiger Challenge being tough. Don't get me wrong, I understand why they're doing it. I just wasn't prepared. I also couldn't hit my points on the first couple of swings, so that didn't help. Just hit up. Just draw the 4 iron in short. I don't know how firm things are, so like I'm playing it short so that it would bounce on, but that's not the case. The real question is, do you even play it out if you don't eagle the first? Because like I'm now having to albatross something just to give myself a chance at the end. So I feel like you have to play until you eagle that first one. Okay. I felt like I played the last one on this hole differently. All right, we're gonna have to really almost have our shots like planned out to a T here. I will say, I mean, I think challenges like this can be fun. You know, they're taking the randomness out of it, right? Like you're playing with like basically no wind. So it's just you and the course trying to pick and execute your shots. Like, I'm okay with that. Yeah, those ones that are like around 60%, I think I have to swing a little bit earlier. I think sometimes I hold on to them and that's when I end up hitting a 60% putt, like 66%. Ooh, I did get it out to 103, although my rhythm was not great, so I lost a little bit. Okay, ball's below the feet. We're playing the tight. Basically tight fade off of it. That's tough because I don't know how to sit that softer, so like I have to make an eagle putt here. Man, this is not easy because you got no way to manipulate the conditions. I mean, sure, manipulating my swing difficulty and stuff could make it a bit easier, but even still. All right, 50%. Too high? So suddenly you're left in a position where you have to albatross the last hole, like. And I don't think with the way that I'm manipulating this to a draw that I'm gonna be able to do that. Asking quite a bit of me here. My low IRL slim. My best round IRL is a 93. I am quite a rookie golfer. Simply put. Whoa, it did flip back. I didn't check it. Yeah, 93 is my best, but I average, I'm like a 26, 27 handicap, so normal for me is around 100 if things are going well. I just don't have a lot of time played and a lot of time to play, which is unfortunate because I very much so enjoy it. I end up getting most of my fix from virtual golf. Let's see, that was playing below the feet. That was not great. I guess I'll basically play it through 2 holes every time and just see what happens. Because this hole definitely feels like it has a chance that you could albi it compared to the other 2. Not crazy below the feet. I don't think I got it to the left enough, though. I mean, like, I suppose you'll still play it out. I just don't see how you albi this with the draw. I really don't, unless you can get it to land left. JK, what's going on? Hello, hello. Hope you're well. Okay, let's see what we got here. Again, I don't see us hitting this on a draw, but you don't know unless you try. I closed it. Turned it back over too much. Pretty good distance. Okay, that way we can at least say we've got a PB of 500, but we got to get 6 because that's what matters. I'm doing well, man. Can't complain. Can't complain. Had a good holiday weekend. Traveling to and from the fam. Went and saw the F1 movie. And for the first time in my life, I saw a feature film in IMAX, so that was pretty cool. I had never done IMAX before. That was definitely neat. Oh, even out of the heavy rough, still think it has the legs to get up there. Movie any good? It was. It was. I would give it a solid like 8. Obviously some Hollywood to it, but that did not clock 94%. Way past it. Clutch and Carter, what's going on? Yeah, I had a good time with it for sure. And like all the as an F1 fan, like all the little nods to different things. It's actually interesting. I don't want to spoil it, but there were some nods to, you know, some different crashes and things over the years at F1. And some of it probably to the unfamiliar would actually think that it was like too Hollywood when in fact it's actual stuff that's happened. So I'm curious what like casual viewership reception of certain things were. But I had a good time with it. Definitely. But yeah, I saw that. Had a picnic with the fam. Got so much sun. Got so much sun recently. Imagine I'm actually getting kind of tan. At least relative to me. I'm a very pale, or as they say, fair-skinned individual, so my tan is not that strong to the average person. But I'm getting tan nonetheless, alright? Combat? Exactly, Ty. Exactly. Welcome back. Well, it's funny because like I've got family who's like either much darker complexion just naturally, or they tan way more because they just care about it way more. And I'm like, I am tan. They're like, okay. I'm like, I am for me. I'm tan for me, and that's all that matters. All right, I think I just want to start with a. I think I want to just start with an eagle. I think I want to just start with an eagle on the first. Yeah, it's funny how some of these challenges like very easy, and then other ones definitely taking some time. Now, I will say having to play a draw because Tiger is a fade bias is an added level of difficulty. I think that is a fair complaint. Or not even complaint, fair excuse, I guess. Okay, one of the better shots that we've had. Now I don't know if I take the full shot and land it like pin high, if the green will roll us back down or not. It's one thing that I'm not entirely certain of. Really? 2% under? I don't think I can get there out of the heavy rough. Okay. Wow, I didn't think I would have to play Torrey Pines so much today. Not think I would have to play Torrey Pines so much today. I also didn't think I'd be hitting such big draws today, but I completely forgot about how these Tiger challenges work. You have to shoot 6 under through the 3 par 5s. So we have done We have done 5 under. But we have not managed the 6 because you have to either eagle all of them or find a way to albatross in there so that you're allowed a birdie. I have not done my plat rounds yet, JB. We normally play 1 and 2 on Wednesday and 3 and 4 on Thursday. But I think we're gonna be, I think at the end of the season, so just to keep you all in the loop with my thought process, I think at the end of the season here, whenever that ends for us, if we make it to the Tour Championship, it'll be after that. If we get knocked, yeah, it'll be sooner. But I think what we'll end up doing is playing all 3 of our, I'm gonna try this. We're gonna play all 3 of our, or all 4, 3, we're not playing live. We'll play all 4 rounds of True Sim on Monday, and we'll play all 4 rounds of Plat on Wednesday. And then what we would do Tuesday, Thursday is play a different game. What that game will be is still TBD, but it'll probably be like single player story game stuff, so it'll be not just a singular game. Oh, come on, man. That's so painful. That's so painful. I mean, leaving it short to bounce it on is definitely a more aggressive, or not aggressive, it's a bolder strategy, because you can leave yourself short-sighted, or not short-sighted, but like leave yourself having to chip up. I don't really want to have a long putt on any of these. I just need to make sure that I'm finishing over more to the left. When I let my thumb drift to the right, that's when we start having issues. It's like this shot, if I land it into the upslope here, how far is it gonna get? Not terrible, but that's still a putt. It's still a putt, having to try and make eagle from out here. Okay, that's 1. But then it's like, then it's pressure on, right? Then it's pressure on to make these all happen too. Pushed it a little bit, but I think that's center fairway enough to at least hold light rough. Because I can deal with light rough. I mean, obviously the problem is light rough has a little bit of spin control as an issue, but okay, we squared it up. Shouldn't have held on to it as long, question mark? Never mind, that works for me. Okay. Okay. This is the best run we've had so far. First one we've gotten eagle, but we gotta eagle the third. Which is technically the 18th. Okay, one shot down. Now we've got the right to left to deal with here. As we've experienced thus far, somewhere out here is pretty good. I think we're far enough that we can 3-iron it. Pushed it. Freaking pushed it. Now I have to eagle. I gotta eagle bunker this, and we have historically had not great luck. We have historically not had great luck. Nope. Nope. Ah, man. Oh, man, that's another 5. It's another 5, and the first two were beautiful. First two were beautiful. Now we gotta do it again. Now we gotta do it again. They don't make it easy on you, do they? They do not make it easy on you, do they? Come on, Tiger. Come on, you clutch this IRL. It's just a video game. I mean, we did have luck with, yeah, only getting 2 stars and then coming back the next time. I'm getting 3, so maybe that's what we have to do here. Who knows? Okay, I like that. Didn't like 25 as much as you like 23, to be honest, Reed. I know that you're not the only one that has that sentiment. Now, I personally have very much so enjoyed 25. I know there are changes to the swing, and I think that's probably the main reason. For that opinion. But I don't know, I feel like they made quite a few quality of life changes that have been pretty nice. Kick hard to the right. Okay. Hit some good shots into here on the last couple. So I'm pleased. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Just hammered it through. Okay, so this is Albie time, right? I don't know how. Don't know how we're gonna draw an Albie out, but that's what we're going for. Hey, Jonathan, what's going on? It's gotta be too far left, right? This all kicks. All kicks left. Still good for practice to see this shot over and over, just so when the time comes, we can hopefully just casually do that. But it's another 5. No, this isn't career mode, Riley. So this is in the challenges section. They have a series of Tiger Woods challenges, doing recreations of stuff from over his career, and so they actually have you play as Tiger for it. Which, funny enough, back in 2K23, I kind of tried to have. I made one video that at the time I had planned to make a series out of it, but it was like a recreating Tiger moments kind of series. And sure enough, they made challenges out of it in the next game, so guess I was ahead of the curve, creatively thinking, at least. Who's winning the Scottish Open, David? I have not a freaking clue. I'm not gonna even try and act like I know. Not gonna even try and act like I know. %1 under means under the hole. Nice. Love when I'm just so good at. Love when I'm just so good at reading the putts and then miss the input. Love it. All right, come on. Let's give it a good try. Let's give it a good try. Gotta find eagle out the gate. Just have to find eagle out the gate. Wow, that I did not pay attention to the lie being that strong. Not in the slightest. Okay, so if you were this bunker shot. You'd be pretty close. You would be pretty close. Alright, so I think what we'll do, we gotta take the quick ad break to appease the overlords on Twitch. When we get back, we'll give this another try or two, and then we'll head into rounds 1 and 2 of True Sim. So I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you guys so much. The support has been crazy. The YouTube, for those keeping track, we hit 2,000 subs, I think, like at the start of last week, and we're already at 2,100. So that still hasn't really processed in my brain hole how that has happened. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for liking and subbing, all of that good stuff. And for following on Twitch, you guys have been treating me very kindly. So thank you. I will see you guys back here in 3 minutes. Go stretch, go grab a snack, go to the bathroom, do what you got to do. And we will keep this show rolling. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. right. Come on, Tiger. Come on, buddy old pal. 6 under through 3 par 5s. How hard could it be? I'm just glad that our swing is getting there. We're hitting points pretty well. Obviously, we got to take the time here to read some of these lies, because sometimes out in this fairway, it's been like just barely below the feet like this, and we've had other times where it's been a little bit nastier. Ooh. It's only a little pull. I'm not going to give up on it, because obviously you can get it out of the bunker and into the hole, but this is definitely not our strong suit. 92%. Ryan, feel like you're taking a regular swing. Close. Alright, I gotta keep my promise. I gotta go through. We're gonna play 2 holes. We're gonna play 2 holes as long as we don't par the first hole. We birdie the first hole. We need birdie or better on the first, because there is a chance. There is a chance at albatross here. Albatross is always, obviously, a slim chance. But the chance is there and we gotta take it. Ball, slightly below feet. Curling. Left to right on green. Alright. Below the feet, but it hangs out there. Not enough movement right to left. I think this is a fair point though to restart, because I just don't think that if we're hitting draw shots, because I can't fade it, which the fade is definitely the stronger shot here on that 18th hole. I think if we're playing it this way, we just don't have a chance to albie the last one. Which I think that playing for the albatross is probably already a losing strategy most times, but you know. See, that's tough. It's tough. Because I feel it's like I'm the type that has a hard time chipping these, which unfortunately is probably the better play. If I had to like really guess. I actually think that that's a really good read. Alright, we'll give it one more attempt. We'll give it one more attempt. Whatever happens, happens. If we fail, we fail. And then we play True Sim. Because I can't just grind this out. This will be our... So I guess be our warm-up for a while. Until we get it. At least with the warm-up. I actually don't know, because I don't know what Tiger's archetype is, so I don't know what his correction is. I don't know if this is going to throw me off or not. I don't think it did last week, which is kind of what I'm banking on. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm hoping that the swing path and contact points on my character are in the exact same place as this. Is it all kicked to the left? I could have sworn. Over on the right-hand side, it kicks to the right, but I guess not. Nice. Okay. That's the start we need. That is the start we need. Nice and steady swing there. Cool beans. We also know if we take the 3-wood up to here, that's probably too far. I think the choked is where we want to be. Now this is below the feet. One that, yeah. Oh no. The draw and like fade spin basically cancel each other out. It's tough. That's real tough. All right, let's see what we can do here. Nope. Nope. All right, well, great first hole. Second hole, just misjudged that lie. Just misjudged that lie. That's right, you can't wrap around the menus anymore after that last update. Like, you can't go from bottom to top or top to bottom immediately. You have to scroll all the way through, which is really annoying. A-Dog Gaming, what's going on? Hello, hello. Okay, so we've got some quest rewards. We also need to turn our putting and approach camera on. I can do from here, fortunately. Okay. 50G, we'll take that. Settings, give me cameras. Your new irons came in today? Oh, I'm jealous, man. I need to get new irons. I need to get new irons. Unfortunately, I still need to also research what irons I should even get in the first place, but those that have been around know this. I'm rocking some old school irons because I bought all my clubs secondhand 4 years ago when I got clubs for the first time. I've got Tommy Armour 845S Silver Scots. Yeah, they're older than me, I think. So I just need to get new irons. Really should have something a little bit more modern. All right, we got the old course at St. Andrews this week. I expect it to be firm. I don't know how fast the greens are gonna be, but I expect it to at least be firm here. So we're playing off the tips for round 1, medium out of the southwest, very firm, and the default medium green speed to begin. Okay. So we're gonna need to be mindful, allow for some bounce and rollout on both the fairway and the green. So we're gonna have to be smart with where we put it, try and get it to a, as we kind of always say, get it to a place that we can putt. Get it to a place that we can putt. This front pin is always so tempting. Whole set 4-9 iron, Mizuno Pro 241s, nice. I hope you enjoy your new toy. See, with the very firms, I don't want to take a full shot in, but I gotta make sure that we're all the way down there, and it's very firm, which means I think if we take 3-wood, very firms, but 80 yards. I mean, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. This is off target for sure. Very firms, and I know that these fairways roll a bit, so I'm basically putting myself into some sort of flop distance. 46 yards. See, but if you long flop it, first off... This is an interesting one, because I have a really bad swing with it, but I don't know if it's going to destroy me. All right, we're gonna go experimenting out the gate here. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Not the worst thing, but it's gonna make making birdie here pretty tough. What's going on, Nick? More and more popping up, good content. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Glad you're enjoying. We try. A lot of the content, well, actually all of it, comes from these live streams. So this is where the magic happens, or doesn't happen, I guess, depending on how you look at it. I feel like there's a touch of right to left in this, but the problem is I don't know how much. Feels like it's just above my feet at the start, but at the hole, feels flat. I do not like this, Sam I am. Right edge? Right edge? Okay, we take that. We take that. What up, Logan? Like that whole view, so if you go into your camera settings and turn on the putting and approach camera, you will get you'll get an approach cam. Within 45 yards of the green, your scout cam will turn into that camera. And so when you're putting, you scout cam, and then you have cameras that you can, go around the green with. Okay, I don't want to have too short of a shot here. And with the way this rolls, if I take 3 wood and bound it down, I feel like I'm gonna still have too much. Gonna choke down my choked. Choke down my choked driver. Try and leave ourselves a wedge. You're 2 handicapped, so you shouldn't have any problems with them. They're known for being really hard to hit through the small sweet spot and 0 forgive. Yeah, that ain't for me. I'm a 27 handicap, so I need the modern technology. .106. Gotta put a little bit of loft into it. Was that sloped? Looks like it is, but that's gonna work for me. That's gonna work for me. Okay, we're 2 for 2. I like that start. Hey, what up, ears? Welcome back. How we doing, dude? See, this is one where now if we get aggressive and we hit it, we could probably drive the green, right? Because you've got very firm fairways. Carry it out here. 70 yards, but it's pretty rolly. So this is where it gets... This is where this course gets interesting in terms of, like, making gambles and such. We're gonna go for it. Just a degree pulled. That looks like it kicks towards that big bunker out to the left. Nope, we're gonna get through. Not quite. Okay, so like 350 yards is the distance we're looking for. So that's 27 yards. Very firm. We're trying to cover 12 extra yards. I'm gonna go a little bit further here. 92%. Just play the lie beneath the feet and kind of fling it up there. Dang it. And that's the risk. That's the risk. 108 power drive? I can't 108 power drive. No shot. But now I've flown it long. Now I've flown it long and we've got... Yeah, this is where I have to play my game. I have to be able to hit it there. Gotta be able to hit it there like with it as a zeroed outer. 7%. Oh, I didn't see that as a double breaker. It's a good 2-putt, but that's just like I should only go for the green if I like can realistically get to the green without doing anything crazy. So, lesson learned. Lesson learned for the rest of this tournament. Course knowledge definitely pays off on these shots, but worth the risk, Heat. I know, I feel like with that one I should have been... Because I can't really hit the overpower, so that shot is probably not as worth it. Because I feel like, at least for me, like I put myself in an awkward yardage. I'm not a short game aficionado. You know, I make my money on shots like this, right? Like a full wedges. Full wedges are where I put myself into spots where I start to have a chance. Hey, thank you for the 3-stream streak, Eat. Your fave course, so you'll definitely be playing this week's event. Yeah, and it's like, if I'm watching it on TV, I don't know. I definitely have learned this course before, but I don't have it fully memorized at the moment. 130 green speeds. No. Oh, man. That stays high. That stings. That definitely stings. Okay. Okay. It happens. It happens. We miss putts. We move on. We just gotta keep giving ourselves... We gotta keep giving ourselves chances. True Sim is not enough information, Zach? I think for the most part, it's enough information. The biggest downside is definitely that on the greens, like, in real life, you would be able to feel it. And here, it's fully visual. And so you're at the mercy of all of the tricks, like all the visual trickery that a course designer will put into it. Right? There's all sorts of visual deception and stuff, and you can't actually feel your way around. So that is certainly a big factor. Need you to hit fairway. I mean, it's still going to go long with the very firms, but if it hits on the fairway there, that'd be no bueno. IRL is almost easier. IRL is easier, I would say, in terms of putt reading, but obviously it's a video game, so even on the hardest difficulty, you know, approach input, wind, yeah, like all of that sort of reading of the course is way easier. Hmm. 71%. Let's see here. Turn. Turn! Bad. No, I didn't see a double breaker. I was just seeing left to right on it. Yo, what's going on, Jay Buddha? You play pro mostly on ranked? 12 miles per hour IRL is 12 miles per hour, and like this game where 12 miles an hour could be 7. Well, and it's weird too, right? You, like 12 mile an hour tailwind, if it's like a dead tailwind, is playing like 10, right? But an 18 mile an hour tailwind is playing like 12. A 30 mile an hour tailwind is playing 12. Like unless you're playing, unless it's driver. Like driver and the long clubs seem to just take everything, but see, this is like, it's 400 yards. It's a front pit. This is just like, this is where I think I get myself in trouble. Either get myself in trouble or just like don't have the skill, I guess. Because if I could drive the green, but otherwise I need to play like an extreme layup. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I should drive it and then I just need to be better at the short game shots. There's 102 power drive. But again, I still don't think it's going to be enough. That is getting pretty far down there. But on very firms, I think it's still short. I think you need the extremely firm to get there with 102. That's almost there. That's at least a chip now. At 19 yards, you're almost just hitting the super flop. And maybe we should. I mean, obviously, in real life, you would Tejas wedge this, but this is a video game, so. $16. Dude, the problem is, are you gonna get 4 yards of bounce and roll out on this? Maybe not. Maybe you just don't give it 100% swing. Okay. Up and down, birdie. Again, this is like where this green is. Like if you're here, that's a really difficult splash shot. 317. The question is, if you manage to power drive this enough to even clear this, very firm off of here, you're probably out the back. So it's like, tricky. But you know what? We're going for all the We're going for all the shots. Another 102 power drive. And then we're just gonna play. Trying to 2-putt from back here. Shot 10 under first round with a double, Leah. Get in there. 10 under is very solid. This hole on your True Sim round earlier, ridiculous drive and putt. All right, sounds good, JB. See, like, this is where, like, lack of information is really a big thing. Looks kind of flat at the start, and then down at the hole, looks like we got right to left, right? So for me, it's like trying to figure out where does crossover happen straight, and then maybe like halfway we start getting some right to left break. %. Underswung it by 2%, so I don't think it's gonna have the legs to get there, even though it's a foot downhill. It's okay, it's still a 2-putt birdie. Obviously, you'd love to take on the Eagles when you can. Yeah, what a fly guy. Stream's doing well, man. Stream's doing very well. Good to see you, sir. Doing Scotland, not Ireland. The Lynch was Dodge Central, though. Alright. Very firms with the medium. We're kind of in a weird spot because I don't want to hit this that short. 203. I mean, yeah, this is awkward. Because if I land it back here, 12 yards, feels like it would be uphill to the back. So maybe I'm hitting a choked 5-iron and then overpower it because we've been hitting that. I only got 101. Let's see what it does, though. Yeah, there's the uphill, and then it's medium green speed, so it's just tough, because I feel like if I try to hit that and take something off the full 5-iron or loft it, I feel like with the very firm, it's still going to want to get away from me. Okay, so I am getting right to left vibes the whole, or left to right vibes the whole way, rather. Stronger for the first 2/3, then kind of weak at the end. 60%. Good reads, it's just a little bit shy. How was the vacation? It was good. It was good. Yeah, good to have just some time away with the wife. It's our first time going on a cruise, just the two of us, so yeah, definitely had a great time with it. Yards. Okay. I'm gonna overpower the regular. And just 101. Maybe it's enough. I'm hoping very firm kick is enough to get down there and on. Yeah, needed the 102. But again, we've got another chance at an eagle putt. Man, it looks right to left the whole way. Oh, great. Can't see anything from there. Alright, gonna have to visualize this one a little bit more. %71%. Ooh, quads? Come on, swing. Oh, man. Pro too easy? For the most part. I mean, so you can still miss your inputs on Pro, right, Zach? But the misses on Pro are very, very forgiving. So that's the big thing with it. Oh, I pulled it. Got 103 though. So if this kicks it all to the right, it's probably not. Get lucky? Okay, I mean it's not on the green, but this is definitely playable. On the icon of the seas. We were with Celebrity, JB. I don't think those ones are... I think the of the seas is the royal ships, if I remember correctly. $45 yards, okay. I hit a spinner. I hit a spinner there. $93. It's crazy with the very firms that the spinner actually just still rolls so much. Because I felt like when it first was bouncing that I'm like, I'm gonna be way short, and then it released. Yeah, we were on Royal. We were on Celebrity. I forget exactly what the name of the ship was though. 7 yards is gonna be, although it's uphill here. I'm gonna hit it stock. I'm gonna hit it stock because I think it's uphill. Just hit a smooth 7. Expect the green to do some work for us. Take that. So we went from Fort Lauderdale to Key West to Bimini, and then we had a sea day. So I guess east. Kind of. I mean, Bimini is east of Miami, so I guess... I do not like this. Sam, I am. This is just a short little sliding putt. Man, that's so sketchy. It's so sketchy. It's like you make it, but I just feel so uneasy about it. See, this is interesting because you would actually probably go out the back. It's so weird because you're basically playing this course in a way that it was not intended to be played. And that is just completely overpowering it, trying to get down onto the green. I am certainly causing myself some problems here by not getting it onto the green. What? That's 100. Upslope to kill it? Okay, it's a putt. It is a putt. It's not much going on, which is what actually kind of scares me. Feels a little right to left. It's just so scary because, like, you make assumptions and you think you've got things read right, but you just sometimes really do not know how it's going to come off the face of the putter. There's so many holes that are... Like, there's so much stuff that's just placed on the edge. So much stuff that's just placed on the edge of these greens. Oh, that's going to be too long, isn't it? It's at least light rough. Pin in and out, some of the ball shows more on one side or the other. So when I'm taking it in and out, I'm looking at the actual little icon above it and just looking at the tilt of the flag. 35 is pin high. Problem is, you're on an upslope into wind. You're gonna land short. Out of the light rough, even with that, is it gonna go 141? I think you just have to play it out here and hope for the best. Came out clean. It's probably gonna release. Actually, not too bad of a... Yeah, so if you take a look at this, when I put the pin back in, you can see that the flag is tilted. That flag indicator above is perpendicular to the ground, right? So that flag tilt, and if you look in at the flag itself, like at the cup, you can see that that cup is sliding from this view right to left. From the head-on view, you know, is going to be left to right. So I'm just kind of double checking that, and sometimes I'm just bringing up the flag because if this was a right to left putt and I had to really swing my character out of view, sometimes I'm just swinging it there to like revisualize where the flag is relative to what I'm doing. This feels like it swings. And still continuing a bit at the end. Come on. We've had a couple of those where we're just reading them under. Like, really not bad putts at all, but just reading them a little bit under on the long range stuff. Okay, we still have 14 through 18, so we've got holes left to score on. We've been striking it well. I'm gonna take power drive here, just get a few extra yards on it. You can see the line. Yeah, there's definitely some, like, patterning in the grass that feels that way sometimes, JB. And sometimes you do just read it onto that line and get it. Definitely have had that happen before. Okay, this is going to land a little bit short, which is false front, and that makes this a little tough. You try and squeeze it. Is the squeezing? I feel like you want to... Kind of an awkward distance here. I am going to try and overpower it. Screw it. Got 102. Just over that ridge. Settle. Settle before that ridge in the back. Don't go out the back. Alright, Arkin. I'm trying, man. Trying for the eagle. Touch left to right. What's it at my feet? That's right to left at the feet. Oh no, we got a double breaker. We got a double breaker. Pacey. Just a touch right. Hammer it straight home. There you go, Arkin. Eagle for you. Yeah, what's going on, Mystic? Playing a lot of real golf too? Nowhere near as much as I would like to. I did get out to the range today, but I've played one round so far this year. And it was 8 months since the previous round. So, yeah, we definitely don't get out as much as I would like to, but that's fatherhood, I guess. See, there's a pinch in the fairway here, and I don't know if we want to go for it. If we take 3-wood, run it up here, we're going to put ourselves into 8-iron kind of territory. And 8-iron, got about 10 yards. I guess it's not that bad. We'll go 3-wood here. We'll go 3-wood here. A little bit close. That'll be fine. I just get scared. Very firm, and with the way these roll, trying to stay out of the rough. Just always a good call to me. Alright, 168. Do we try and loft this, or you landed at 160? Like, very firms. I feel like that's going to want to roll. 158, 9 yards. Very firm. You get it out there. Big bounce, little release. And a putt. I closed it again. Yeah, not my finest work. Not my finest work, because now this is swanging. Now this is swanging. And I've been reading these just a touch low. Just a touch low. 61%. And just try and feel this putt out. Like if it's breaking off the feet. Oh, apparently there was a sub like an hour ago. I missed it. I apologize. It's in Korean, so I don't know how to read Korean, so I can't translate it. But thank you if you're still hanging around. Also, Grimsy, thank you very much for the YouTube sub. Appreciate y'all. Also, I'd just like to say, the vertical stream is just popping absolutely off, and thank you. Thank you for watching and hanging out. Thank you for hanging out. Alright, let's try and read this again. So if we look at the start of this putt, that's above the feet. It's above the feet at the end. It's definitely flatter in the beginning, and then it starts to swing. So with that in mind, You're hitting this out. It's starting to swing. It's swinging more. It's swinging more. And we're out here. I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm reading on it. 61%. Quad perfects. Roll. Turn left. Turn left more. I've had just a couple of those putts. Like, it's like the longer putts we've had, like, good overall intentions with it, but just can't quite get them to drop. What up, Chris? Okay. I think this is a 3-wood in hand. Kind of start it out around the bunkers. Let the wind drift us. And then leave ourselves what should hopefully be full wedge in. Pin cam is actually middle of the putt line. Stop making you feel foolish. I've got many an hour playing True Sim over the years, so we've definitely got a few tricks up our sleeves, so to speak, or just ways that we've learned we like to read stuff. I closed it. That's slope. I mean, I guess the close is a part of it, but that came out well short. That came out well short. This isn't matchmaking, so Mystic, this is a society in the game called TGC Tours True Sim. So the TGC Tours has a main set of tours that they run through 4 different societies. And then they have the True Sim tour, which is a side tour that you can play alongside it. It's a set of societies that they have third-party access, that they pull your data and put it on a website, and you compete against a bunch of other people. So it's weekly 4-round tournaments. It's like, it's freaking left to right, kind of flattens a little bit, and then left to right, strong again. 55%. Let's see what we got here. How's the read? Just under the hole again? Of course it is. Of course it freaking is, because that's just where the reads have been. Oh man. We got the eagle and then followed up with some pars. Stings. All right, the road hole. Is this the road hole or is 18 the road hole? I guess 18 is the road hole, right? This is the one where you hit over the hotel, and then 18 is the road hole. Oh my gosh, he's not even like a true St. Andrews fan. Unsubbed. Oh, that wind really held us up. I thought for sure with that lie and everything that the wind was gonna just kind of straighten us out on the line. I didn't think we would hang out there. IRL, you're smacking that hotel, Dustin? Yeah, more than likely. 17 is the road hole? Okay. I have been having so many issues with making these putts. %. Come on, Colby. Can we make one of them? Because I've been hitting good inputs. But then I'm like over adjusting because I'm like, well, I'm under reading these. And I just can't make putts. We're shooting 11 under with
probably horrific putting stats. Okay. This might be problematic into the headwind, but screw it. 103, overdrew it. We're gonna end up more than likely having to hit some sort of interesting shot here. 25 yards. You could long flop it. Could be long floppins here. 60 degree. Don't know that that's gonna want to run out. 28, 26. All right, let's go for it. Works for me. Works for me. End the par trade. I'm very interested to see our putting stats, or our lack of putting stats, because I felt like we were just kind of always flirting with it, but never actually managing anything. Which is probably just a general synopsis of our putting in general. Wow, how many times can I say general? I don't know. All right, well, we're on one stroke back of the lead. Solo second as it stands right now. Let's see how bad it was, though. 100% Gers. 93.75 for Furs. We'll take that. 23-foot proximity. Missed one medium. And yeah, that's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. Missed one 5 to 10 footer and made one putt from outside 10 feet. Maybe we can make something. Maybe we can make something happen in the next round. Fingers crossed, that would be nice. But not a bad start. If we're one off the lead and we can't putt worth a crap, then that's always just an overall good place to be, I would say. We'll take that as a struggle. All right, so what's going on, Wixon? I apologize if anybody is watching the vertical stream and you click the said hi button and I don't say hi to you. It's not that I'm ignoring you. For whatever reason, those messages aren't supported through YouTube's API or whatever that the bot that I use uses. So I'm not ignoring you. I just literally do not see it. But hello. Thank you for being here. Seriously, if you're watching on the vertical stream, the horizontal on YouTube or on Twitch, I greatly appreciate you coming out on this Monday and hanging out with us at St. Andrews. We're going to take a quick 3-minute break because the Twitch overlords deem that we need to do that in order to disable the pre-rolls. So I apologize, but we always take a break together so that nobody misses anything, because the only thing worse than ads is ads in the middle of content. So 3 minutes, we'll reconvene here and we'll fire up round 2 at St. Andrews. Again, thank you all for being here. BRB. Ads. Alright, we back. We back. Let's get after it. Round 2 at the old course for the Scottish Open. We are playing off the tips again. Winds get a little bit higher this time. High winds out of the southwest. Everything stays, though, very firm and medium on the greens. So, we made one putt outside of 10 feet in the last round. I don't know if that is going to change. I would hope so. You know, maybe we're able to read things a little bit better this time around. Green has that over here this go around. So, here's an interesting question. If you play this out off of these, I don't think you can. But I feel like if you tried to hit power drive, you could maybe try and play it back here and have a lot of green to work with. I think what we're going to have to do is take this on again. Oh, that is very much so off. That was not a good swing. What's going on, Eric? We're playing the old course at St. Andrews. 52 yards. Very firms. The long flop just doesn't go. That's going to be too close to the front. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. With the very firms, we've put ourselves in a bit of a predicament. 87%. Wind took it to the left. Banking on the green to take it to the right. Okay, we have a chance. We have a chance. Again, they're bendy. .45. Just doesn't freaking turn the way that I want it to, man. And then the other ones I'm low, I just keep ping-ponging it. Ah, man. Haven't played 2K25, but you got 2K23 and play almost every day? Yeah, we played a lot of 2K21 and a lot of 2K23. And we've moved right along over to 2K25. Played a bunch of that as well. Have you tried the demo for 2K25? Like, have you given it a shot? Ah, that really got left. Okay, we might be okay here. Ball's below the feet. I just kind of have to play that this will come out short. Light rough will probably still roll. Alright, we got a chance. Ah, I need to upgrade and get next. Gotcha. Yeah, I have an Xbox One downstairs, and literally the only thing that I use it for is playing movies on the TV. It's just become a DVD player at this point. There we go. There we go. Not an easy putt, but finally get one. Hey, take the flag out, Arlo. Left bumper or L1. I don't know what the button is on, I don't know what the button would be on PC. So, Eric, I don't remember the name of it, but I am like 95% certain that there is a recreation of the course that's available on 2K23. Now, I don't know if it's been taken down, but I am, like, fairly certain that... there was one. Let me see if I can... Let me see if I can go back in time. I was like pretty certain. Maybe not. Yeah, I really thought that it was. Yeah, because I would imagine if you looked up St. Andrews in 2K23, it wouldn't show. Top left bumper, yep. Yep, you gotta be on the green, though. You gotta be on the green, because otherwise it's gonna want to bring this up. Even if you have the putter out, it has to be on the green in order to make it work. Okay, so this is, again, like, even if we overpower... It's sideways. Yeah. This is going to be an awkward shot now. I shouldn't have done it, but I shouldn't have done it. We did this before. Now I've got to do an awkward long shot here. Don't know what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking. That's probably the issue. Alright, let's try and make a putt. So I had thought, and maybe we have, and I think we did play it in TGC Tours on True Sim back in like 2022, which would have been the very early goings of... No, actually, was that at the end of 2K21 then that we played it? It must have been. I guess we didn't play it on 2K23. I think I was just misremembering, thinking that a port had happened, but I don't think a port had happened to 2K23. So I was just checking against old True Sim info. Is this double breaker? That's left to right at the end. Oh boy, just gave it enough pace. Just gave enough pace. Okay, got away with it. I gotta stop going for that one, though. I gotta stop going for that one. Okay. That's there. We want to end in the fairway. Oh, boy. Okay. Apparently my controller was not situated in my hand. Okay, 127. So this is one that I got in trouble with just a little bit ago. This is going to come out probably way too short. 135, though, I'm not losing 9 yards, am I? 133, maybe 130, 132. Caught a little bit of wind. Try and throw it up. Try and throw it up in the air a little bit. Like I'm... I feel like I'm still going to be long, yeah? I just threw it to pin high. And it's very high, so I don't know if I should be trying to squeeze my 50 degree there. Like, I'm really not certain about it. What's going on, New Age? Is this St. Andrews? It is. Alright, take it easy, Eric. Thanks for hanging out, man. Good luck with work. Gotta just try and feel it, because whatever I've been doing for these reads has not been working. That works, though. That works, though. Hey, thank you, BJ. Yeah, and we're getting off to a good start here. 12 under in the first round. 3 under through 4 to start this one off. What is that double cross? Not my usual miss. Light rough. I mean, I would have liked to have been a little bit more to the right. 209. We just have to play it out to the right, though. Have to play it out to the right. 209 back there. That's too short. I mean, light rough. 203. Just need it to bleed back there, which it should. There we go. That's a better shot. Did not get that anywhere near to the right like I needed to. This will probably work out better even with that slope. Probably ends up about the same distance-wise. Looks good. Looks better in VR, but still good. Yeah, VR is probably a grand old time. Pee-wee Gaming and Zebow. Thank you very Zebow? Zebow? Zebow wow. I'm sure I'm butchering the pronunciation, but thank you for the follows. Welcome on in. It's like right to left with a hint of left to right at the end? Like, what is even happening in this putt? It's fairly flat. That's showing hint of left to right at the end. And I'm making just a whole boatload of assumptions on everything else. Fairly flat. I don't know why my eyes are telling me right to left, but the green is definitely more left on the side. We're kind of in like a little bit of a valley here. I don't know. Something about this just feels like it bleeds a little right to left and then a touch right to left. If I miss this right, then like so be it. I just have to trust what my eyes are seeing. I see good. I see very good. That was not easy. Not in the slightest. Okay, this is not one to be dumb, and because like I can get it down, but I just don't like the angle. Is there any angle in which you could like go bombs away and that would leave you a 60-yarder You'd have to play it like so perfectly though on the edge. More than likely you're more centered. And I don't want to be taking that short of a club when we get to that point. So I'm gonna take 3 wood. I'm gonna try and smack the crap out of it, but I'm gonna take 3 wood. Played this course a few hundred times in VR. Every approach, go short, add roll, feed the ball to the hole, or everything is long. Well, we're playing with very firms at like green speed and stuff is a very, very big piece of this, right? Green speed is a very big piece of this, as well as the firmness. So as much as something might work in VR, it probably doesn't work in this the same exact way. Take that. The read of the putt is you and flat. You just laugh when you miss true sim ones, like whelp onto this. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's all educated guesswork, right? Whenever people ask me like about putting in true sim, like it is just educated guessing at the end of the day. You know, there's no like big secret that I have. It's educated guesses and like, I don't know, I guess just getting it right more than the average person. At least in some respects. I know there are obviously some people who are still much better putters in true sim than I. Alright. Oops. Trying to look at the wind. This is probably like 16 miles an hour now. It's crossing in... Even at this high of wind, I would expect a good clip out of it. I feel like this is one that like stock back of the green and then bounces and spins back to the hole. I am playing a very precarious game. Very precarious game by expecting that, but I am playing... What is that swing, Colby? I've had a couple of those where like I just lose my feel for it. I mean, that's the shot I was trying to play. I was like a million miles off. Apparently I'm not like resetting my controller grip, because that's not my normal miss. My normal miss is like a push fade. So the fact that I'm like pull hooking it, a little bit odd. A little bit odd, but I'm just gonna have to blame the weekend away. Is it right to left at the start? If anything, not much. Alright. What's the percent? 55. I can't drive 55. Yep. Okay, we've changed our approach to a little bit more feel on the putts. Just kind of trying to let loose, and it's working. And it's working. First round, couldn't make any putts. This round, suddenly this guy putts. What a difference. What a difference a round makes. Ooh, 5-iron back like pin high. I think we just play a little... Even though it's very firm, I think you still take 5, and I think you just play a little loft. Game mode is this, Jonathan? This is in a society. So we were playing against other people in a society event. There we go. That's effectively quads. Still wind got the best of me, but we are pin high. Oh boy. Well, that certainly rolls up the hill. Breaking at the start, but I feel like as it crests the hill, we are getting more break. %. Okay, that would have been too much. That would have been too much. If we managed to sink that putt to just cap off an 8 under through 8 sort of start. Not use putt preview. Putt preview is not allowed in the game modes that we play in. Putt preview, in my eyes, is for practice and practice alone. You're just robbing yourself if you're using it to make the putts. Push close, but that is pretty good. Very firm. I think that should be enough to get us on there. Come on. Okay, it's gonna be a long putt. It's gonna be a long putt, but it's a 2 putt for birdie. You know, all the practice you can get? Yeah, but it's like, at some point you gotta test yourself, right? If you always have it on, you're always able to use it, or you ever really testing yourself. And the stuff that we're playing right now, not only do we not have putt preview, we don't have green grids or scout cam. Alright, let's see what we got here. So, maybe a touch right to left at the start. Maybe a touch left to right at the end. Am I able to even get any? It's such a long putt. Feels like maybe got left. No. Feels like it's got left to right early. Like if I'm looking at this, the general flow of the putt feels slightly on the left to right side, despite how it starts at my feet. I don't know if that's accurate, but if it just bleeds a little bit left to right the whole way, then like this isn't anything crazy. It is left to right. Oh, that's a heck of a putt. That's a heck of a putt. We'll take that for bird. So we don't have green grid or live grid, and we don't have scout cam. There's no official name for it. We call it True Sim. It's yeah, it's pretty close to as difficult as you can get. So yeah, we got 1.69 multiplier. The only thing is swing difficulty is master instead of legend. And the course yardage gives us, we have the book to give us yardage. They don't turn that off, but everything else is Gonzo Alonzo. So we got to use the yardage book to try and figure our life out. I think this is power drivable. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Easy 101 on the power drive. Gonna be a little long. Could have done in for 100%. But again, we're on there for a 2-putt. I mean, it's from freaking 90 feet. But 2-putt birdies, take 2-putt birdies all day long. That's a bigger left to right the hole. Kind of seems like it goes right to left through the middle here. Little double breaky. I gotta get it close, so we gotta have some sort of an idea of what's going on in here. Kind of the tough part with really, really long putts is understanding what the heck is happening. Kind of flattish there. Play other, yeah. So this is a tournament. So it's a 4-round tournament. It's hosted in a society. It's called TGC Tours True Sim. They even have an online leaderboard on the website that you can, if you want to get real official with it. The TGC Tour is definitely the way to play this game. I really am having a hard time at this length identifying what's happening in this putt. Like, there's just so much. Kind of flat through there. I think it's right to left there. I'm gonna hit it straight. I can't get enough of a read on it. I feel like it breaks a couple different ways. Alright, we got the pace. So as long as the line isn't anything crazy, because I think it swings back left to right at the end, we'll be in close. I'll take that all day, every day. I'll take that all day, every day. Just your usual 2-putt. Just your usual 2-putt. So it's got some wind. 158. Again, it's 9 yards, very firm. 158, 159. Mid. Yeah, we'll just hit a stock. Stock 9. That's it. 100% may have actually gone in. Not gonna lie. 100% may have gone in. We hit it 101. Ooh, that was close. That was still close. Over half the round? Deal with the worst allergies right now? Ah, that sucks, Travis. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about missing anything. There's always the VOD if you really want to go back and watch it. But just you being here any amount of time is more than appreciated. See, that's too short. That bunker is definitely in play. We go for it. But like, just feel like, I feel like the way that we've been playing, we have to. See, there's the normal push open. There's the normal push open. Still manageable from here. See in Plat Discord, Mills? I saw it earlier today. I didn't see if there was anything since we started stream or anything like that. Yeah, what up, Darker? We shot 12 under in round 1. We're 10 under through 11 right now. 7 under with 36 putts. I was 1 for 10 from outside 10 feet and 3 for 4 from 5 to 10. And I shot 12. So, yeah. It was definitely tough. What up, Grant? How much real golf do I play? Nowhere near as much as I wish I could. Nowhere near as much as I wish. I got out to the range today, if that counts for anything. But I played 1 round this year, and it was my first round in 8 months. Just for perspective. Nooded also trying to establish the field. Yeah, a lot of it is proximity, and then just, like, really trying to read putts. You know, the way I always talk about it is put yourself in position to have a chance at birdie. Because that's all you really can do. Put yourself in position to have a chance. Okay. Colby, think there's a big slope in front, and it probably just runs away, away, away. So you don't want to really hit a shot into here per se. If I don't think I have a great shot from here, just in general, but I do think that out of the heavy stuff, you can float a spinner into the upslope to kill some of it. Ah! Leads off to the right. I think, unfortunately, because the Texas wedge sucks and we're pretty far onto the fairway, because, like, I would have to guess that we need somewhere out there worth of power to get there, but if I'm wrong, all bets are off. So I think, unfortunately, instead of, like, having a legitimate chance at holding this, I think we're going to have to get super floppy with it. Sucks. Sucks. If it wasn't competition, I would probably try and putt that. But I just don't know that far on the fairway here, like, what adjustment I need to make. 6% from long and 42% from medium. Yeah, I mean, technically I was 75% from medium, but I only had 4 putts. 6% from long, yeah, I was 10. So we're in pretty much the same boat, at least for round 1. My round 2... We've made a few putts, had some birdies too. I almost hold a 90 footer. Is 94%? Kind of crazy. See, that wind scares me. But I think we'll be okay. Yeah, there we go. And that hit on the upslope, which might keep us out of the light rough this go around. Love that. Hey, what up, Adam? Make that with the chip. I have a really hard time hitting the straight line on a chip, which I know is like a really stupid weak point to have in my game. You know, to believe that I am currently up to 21st in the world rankings in TGC Tours, and I, like, can't hit a chip, and I'm not really great at putting. It's kind of a stupid thing, but, you know, it is what it is. This is gonna be pretty close, man. Don't hit the pin. Okay. Wind didn't knock it enough. We've got a putt though. Yeah, what up, Spins? Need your putting input codes? Yeah. Sure you do. Although it doesn't mean anything if you can't. If you're using like a green counting methodology, and they take the beads away, it's no good anymore, is it? Get in there. Get in there. Okay, I think we power drive it again. Because this just opens up the potential. I don't know. We're probably there's always the chance that we have to lay up, but giving us the power drive at least gives us the potential to have a short enough club to go after it. I don't really know though. That's 228. I think that's uphill to the front. So 239 could die on us. How slopey is the front of that? I'm kind of hoping that it's just enough uphill to stop it. I really don't actually know what it looks like. That wasn't it, but it is what it is. We'll play from behind the green back up the hill towards it. Couldn't hit anything in round 2 and 4 of Plat. Appreciate the content. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate you. So that's moving a little on the right to left. The problem is I don't actually know pitching wise. See, it's going to be pretty firm and then it's going to slow. I can hit my pitch inputs better, but I don't actually know what the pitch is going to do. See, that's why I'm so bad at chipping, because look, there's that push. Everything else was really good about it. Now I've got to make a little bit of a breaker here. It's your first year in TGC? Why can people get to Plat and just not play and stay in? So the whole concept, Mills, is that they base everything on active players, right? So people not playing doesn't hurt anybody. Some people will stop playing because they just like the clout of being able to say that they're a Platinum Tour player, and so be it. If that's what makes you happy, is you grind to Plat and then you never play again, sure. But you would also have to think about it. Say the world number 1, right? Say Woe decides to stop playing. Should he really have to requalify or like be demoted in the time that he's off, and then suddenly he's in CCB because he took a bunch of time off and have to work his way back up, and we know how good of a player they are? Because like that's kind of the funky thing of it all, right? Is like if you were to auto demote, but when they go inactive, they're not taking a spot away from anybody, right? So when the promo events happen and when, you know, slots are considered available, they're not actually taking anything away from anybody. I like that. Gave it a little bit of D-loft because I felt like the wind was enough in the face. I almost overplayed that. I'm like maybe getting a little bit too comfortable with it, or maybe putting too much pace into it, which changes the read. Gotta be mindful. Don't... If I lay this back... it's actually not the worst thing. I want my regular view back. Trying to look at this. Ah, no, that's a push. Okay. That'll work. But I gotta square that away for the approach shot. I do play ranked duo sometimes, Martin. I do play ranked duo sometimes. Not a lot. Not a lot. But sometimes we will play. Whenever we do ranked duos, though, we team up with somebody from the streams. 66% greens in said rounds. Numbers don't lie. No, they don't. They do not. Although, if you can chip, like, missed greens and made greens, there is some context to be needed on that, right? Like, if you just barely missed the green and can putt or chip it in, then that's very different than being way off course. Same way that, like, having a good proximity approach versus, like, you're green and reg, but you're 90 feet away. You know. Gonna be different levels of danger. 51. Okay, it's choked approach. It's probably only going like 150, maybe 149. 7 yards to work with. It's like 12. It's maybe 5 off, which that would put a pin. I gotta take some off of this. That might just get away from us. Okay, I thought that was a steeper slope to the left the way that I was seeing some of the stuff on the green. Okay, what do we got? Ball below the feet, but it looks like it quickly switches back over right to left. Yeah, it's sort of like switch over like a third of the way into the putt. Not a ton. There is a switch over point, which probably means there's a flattish section. Ball below the feet always scares me. Just trying to visualize it. Comes off the face, peels out, straightens, starts to turn. I thought there was a little bit more at the end than the beginning. Hedged a bet, was wrong. Even if I played that straight, I don't know. Straight maybe catches the edge. Definitely one that's close. Definitely one that's close. Okay. It's 163 yards. We got really to clear like 158. Though if we clear 158, it's probably sitting pretty nicely anyway. Oh, this is gonna be close. Don't really need it to even get to 158. I'm gonna hit the stock 6 or stock 8. That's the word I'm looking for. Ball's not really too much above my feet. I'm expecting wind to bleed it over. Did end up catching the wind enough to get to 150. Carried 157. Not ideal. I was hoping we could maybe squeeze a little bit more out of it. But I didn't hit at 101. And that faded, which didn't help me either. Thought we were gonna be a little bit more straight line. Okay, kinda straightish. Looks like a touch above the feet, maybe just at the very start. Like just a touch. Little bump in it. There's part of me that wants to say that that's like a left to right kick in the middle. I'm getting some mixed vibes. We're gonna hit it straight, and I'm probably gonna miss it. I don't really see how this goes straight. I couldn't commit. Couldn't commit to a side. And like, it's the type of thing you don't really want to blast it. You know? You don't really want to blast it, because blasting it's kind of tough. Is that just a random circle of OB? What? Who put that there? What's wrong with that spot? Is that like a sprinkler? Instead of a free drop? It's just a penalty? To screw you? Who did that? I want to know who from HB said, yeah, that's OB. Hey, welcome back, Yane. You made it just in time for the 18th of round 2. See, I feel like we have to play it long and spin it back. Because I think just if we try and play this into the headwind and bound it up, we've got a 20-something yard shot. We've got to hit like a weird flop in. And I don't love that. Don't love that. So let's choke down on the hybrid. Maybe underhit it just a touch. I'm trying to put ourselves as best as we can into... fairway is not the hard part here. What we're trying to get at is a spinnable wedge. Which I'm a little bit too much. A little bit too much club, because... we're definitely 141, 139. Let's call it 137. Full wedge here. High winds. 12. 20. Oh no, I left the face open. Gosh darn it. Six inches downhill. Somehow that stays. I guess because of the green speed. Ah, but I flared it. Alright, 6 inches downhill. We got a 17-footer that breaks. Looks like right to left the whole way. Hard to get a read on how much, though. If I'm being completely honest, because it doesn't look like a ton. But it's one of those ones. It starts on a lump.
Just that little bit the whole way. %. All right, see if we got one trick left in the bag. Close. Close. Just overread it. All right, so 12-13. We had a chance. We had a chance to really run away with something there with the way we were rolling it early, but I think, you know, law of averages. Finally been sleeping for a night. Hey, do not apologize to me, Yane. I appreciate you being here, but sleep is very important, all right? Don't need people going tired because they're staying up overseas to watch me. VODs will be there. All right, we pipped Skyline. We've got the 2-round lead. But it is tight. It is tight. Scud is right there. We know D-Brad's gonna throw himself into the mix potentially. You know, we know Max. We know some of these people they're gonna be hunting. So we put up a good number. I think that's like the same proximity in both rounds. 22-6. 22-9. Okay, so slightly better proximity. We only had 3 medium putts this time instead of 4. We missed another one, but we were 4 of 10 from long instead of 1 of 10. So, you know, net, I think in the putting department, net 2 strokes. And then we didn't have the one eagle from like the drivable situation, I think. So, actually, it wasn't drivable. That was a par 5 that we eagled in round 1. Another eagle on the cards there. Yeah, I mean, we're playing clean golf. We're picking up some eagles, which is definitely a nice thing to have. Yeah, overall, 25% long putting in True Sim is always pretty good. It sounds horrific, but right now it'd be tracking for 3rd best. So, you know, it's the medium putts that are the difference maker. 71, you know, get another. Be like Stando. If we could be like Stando, 78% medium putt, just insane, 5 to 10 feet. Get some more strokes going, but that's a very, very solid start to the tournament. Because what do we have? What are our putt counts here? 28 putts in the first round and 25 in the second. Obviously a little bit skewed because we have 1 less GUR. So that's always a factor. But 28, 25, yeah, not too shabby. We will take it. We will take it. We'll see how we go tomorrow. You know, it's an interesting thing. I don't know if it's a fluke. Last week we played T7 in Platt, and we played all 4 rounds in a row. There's part of me that thinks that if we just played all 4 rounds of True Sim in a row, that it would be more beneficial to us than breaking it up in the 2 and 2. But right now, that's the schedule. We're playing 2 a night, True Sim, Platt. That's okay. Like I said, in the future, when the season ends, and I think we're gonna switch things up. I think we're gonna go 4 rounds Monday, different game Tuesday, 4 rounds Wednesday, different game Thursday. That could completely backfire, not playing golf every day. But I also don't want to just be bound to the golf. You know? I love it, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I want to be able to play some other things. But I will also, you know, go where the people take me. You know, I will go where you guys want to go. What you guys enjoy. But I also want to go where I enjoy, you know? So we gotta find the happy medium. All righty then.
I guess it would make sense that the new college football game has arrived, and a lot of people are playing that while we're over here still playing golf, and that's okay. And that's okay. We're gonna go find somebody to raid out to. Cash winnings for these series? No, Zay. No. The only cash I make is from people giving me money or watching the ads on videos and stuff. There's nothing through TGC Tours. It actually is the complete opposite. It runs on donations. We're just here for the pride. We're just here for the pride. Play some Mario Kart? I'm tucking that away, Yane. I gotta set up for it, but I think it's definitely an idea that I'm tossing around actually doing. See, people have drops in their title, but I don't think there's actually drops going on anymore, right? Or is it still going on? Did I miss out on an opportunity? Drops and rewards. I have no idea if... So many things. PGA. Well, I'm not seeing anything in the drops and rewards thing, so I'm gonna say no. I mean, 2 rounds is definitely better time-wise, because 4 rounds, like, I have to cut my warm-up a little bit shorter, and the stream goes a little bit later, which at the moment is fine. At the moment is fine, but there's always the chance that it becomes not fine, you know? Alright, but yeah, let's keep it... Let's keep it in the golf, I think. I would assume, unless people are, I guess if you were looking for football content, you would be watching football content, so. Are they still going? They've been live for a few hours. Screw it. Let's say hi to Joshua. Yeah, I mean, if I think about it too long, we're going to just end up sitting here. So, again, thank you guys all so much for watching. Streams. Both YouTube streams and Twitch absolutely popping tonight, and I appreciate you all for choosing to spend a little bit of your day with me. So we'll be back tomorrow night, same time, same place, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, I look forward to it. Hopefully we can put up a good weekend at St. Andrews. Maybe try and still searching for that first win. You know, I don't want to jinx anything. We'll see what happens, but we'll try and play some good golf tomorrow. So appreciate you all. Have a wonderful rest of your Mondays or starts to do your Tuesdays, depending on where you're watching from. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow night. Let's go say hi to Josh.